Hello there, welcome to my Disney Kind of Life. I'm Kevin and I am starting a very long day here at EPCOT because I'm doing a day of first. It's gonna be my first ride on Soarin', my first ride on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and my first ride on Rollercoaster. I know a lot of you are probably like eye rolling, like what? Like I know you've been on those. Well, I have not been on Soarin' Over America, which is debuting later this month. I have not been on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad since they retracked it and put new cars on it. It's been open, I think, a couple weeks now, so it's time for me to get on it finally. And Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. I have not been on that. So I do have 3 new attractions to go on today and see if I can find something new to eat that I haven't eaten yet, at least once or twice, because it's an early day. As a local, I'm typically not in the parks before 11, especially on a weekday, but today's gonna be specials. I ride those 3 attractions. So come along with me in my Disney kind of life as I experience some stuff for the first time. Let's go. One other thing I'm gonna weave into today's video as I go through my self-healing journey. It's been about 5 weeks since I lost Emma, and you know, a lot of people wonder how I'm doing, so I want to answer the question. I'm doing about as good as I can. The parks are therapeutic for me, so I'm in the parks today, which is great. You know, I just had a great weekend. If you watched the cruise video I posted before this one, but there is no place I'd rather be. And as I kind of go through my therapeutic journey, whether it's in the parks, at home, or wherever I happen to be, you know, a lot of you are going to be part of it. Obviously, I'm the first part of that as I go through this, but I do want to share, you know, thoughts and memories and kind of catalog them as they come up. And I'm going to start with one that's not Disney related, but it's definitely Emma and Disney and me related, but it's Dutch Brothers. I don't call out too many products on the channel. They don't pay me for anything I'm about to say, so you know, they give you a free birthday drink and they give you a half birthday drink on the app, so you know, that's what they give me for saying stuff about them. But you know, some people eye roll at Dutch Brothers, but you know, it's more than just a taste. So their cold brew is very good, by the way. I endorse their cold brew. I don't really like their espresso much, a little too netty for me. But the Dutch Brothers thing started for me and Emma when they opened in Oakley, California, 2014. That was the first one we'd ever been to. And then obviously the drinks were free that day because it was their first day open. But the vibe of Dutch Brothers is something that kept us coming back for more. Plus their cold brew is good. Like I said, I'll defend the cold brew forever. So, you know, Dutch Brothers has been a part of Emma and I's relationship. We got together in 2013. And, you know, Dutch Brothers opened in Oakley in 2014. So it really was intertwined in our relationship, and more prevalent in the pandemic when we couldn't go to the Disney parks. So what do? We drove through Dutch Brothers almost every day, which I still do, by the way. And that was a cheap date night and something to do during the pandemic when people were locked at home. We used that time to drive to multiple different Dutch Brothers, whether they were near or far, and took that time just to talk and enjoy life, because there wasn't much to do during the pandemic. So, you know, when we moved here to Florida, Dutch Brothers wasn't here, and we patiently waited for their first store to open in our city, Davenport. And of course, we were there at 5 in the morning and started establishing, you know, long-lasting relationships with the bro-ristas in the stand, and still carry that relationship to our current locations, because some of them opened that first Florida store. And they are some of the nicest people. And it reminds you that even inside a big corporation like Dutch Brothers, or even my company, you can still create a positive bubble for people. And so Dutch Brothers is a massive therapy comfort food for me, and brings up a lot of positive date night memories of me and Emma, and it will always be that. And the Dutch Brothers baristas at all the stands always bring in the vibe, and I like to bring the vibe back to them. So that's just a little bit of history as I make my way over to Soarin' Over America. So I hope you enjoy that. Like I said, I'm going to kind of include some of these memories in my videos as long as I need to do it. So, you know, just kind of have patience with me if I go off the Disney park track a little bit. But I do run my channel kind of like a diary, so it's kind of what I do. So EPCOT is still in the Garden Festival, as you can tell here by the wonderful colors I'm passing. So if you haven't seen our video on that one, that was Emma's last video she edited. Hey, there goes the monorail. Speaking of Emma causing magic, the monorails never showed up anytime anytime I try to plan out, they never show up, but now she's having them show up all the time. But as I was saying, she her last video she edited for me was the Garden Festival. So if you haven't seen it, check it out and see what the Garden Festival has to offer. Our favorite festival, of course, is the Art Festival. But here's a little Huey, Dewey, and Louie action. Disney afternoon always holds a special place in my heart, especially DuckTales. So I always like to stop and pay tribute to these guys. I just need a Launchpad McQuack or a Darkwing Duck topiary would be amazing. So I'm about to approach the land where, of course, Soarin lives here at Disney World. And I'm gonna go on Soarin' Over America for the first time. And I can't wait to see what they've done with it. I've liked all versions of Soarin', including the first one I went on in 2001 in California Adventure, which was Soarin' Over California. The original, but they're all good in their own right, and I expect nothing less of this one as we celebrate America for 250 years. So it's just a standby line for AP preview, so I don't know how long I'll be waiting for this, but I'm just gonna wait for it. I got nothing else better going on. I always like the mural going into the land also, as it scrolls past me like a Star Wars scroll. Okay, I just got off of Soarin'. It's Soarin' Across America. I've been calling it Soarin' Over America because why would I call it that? But it's Soarin' Across America, and guys, let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack there for me as I get into it. So, I mean, it could just be recency bias and it's new, but it's like my favorite version of the attraction over California and over the world one. Soarin' Across America made me tear up, and let me tell you why. You know, as I was going through the ride, and I'll try to keep it spoiler free in case nobody, I didn't record the film, I just wanted to enjoy it. There's plenty of ride through spoiler videos if you want to watch them out there, but I didn't film any of it. But let me talk about almost every scene in there is a place Emma and I have been. It's kind of like a checklist as we're going through them all, and it invoked a lot of memories. So because of that, I kind of really like this version a lot. Seeing, you know, a lot of the landmarks. I'll give one away because I think it's pretty obvious. Mount Rushmore is there, you know. When we moved to Florida, we went the most awkward way to Florida from California, but I made sure we put Mount Rushmore in the way so we could go see it. And Mount Rushmore is not exactly near anything, so. But we made a point to go to like places we would never drive to, like North Dakota, South Dakota, Yellowstone Park, and seeing a lot of these items in Soarin' Across America really came like a therapeutic ride for me, and I loved it. And it's a great attraction, and I'm sure they're gonna, you know, they'll retire it, it'll be temporary or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they'll roll it out though and kind of have it cycle through, kind of like they do with California and over the world. So highly recommend Soarin' Across America. Try to get on it if you can. If you're at Disneyland or Disney World during the summer, I think it's temporary. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And of course, I had to give my thoughts in front of the Imagination Pavilion, because what better place for me to give thoughts? So yeah, Soarin' Across America, not over America. Soarin' Across America, double thumbs up, 10 out of 10, maybe 11 out of 10, highly recommended. And I hope you have a spiritual journey on it like I did. And don't forget to remove these little beauties. Looks like the Communicore is under refurbishment as we get ready for the Cool Kids Summer making its return. Of course, featuring Goofy and Max Goof. It was pretty cool. If you got the little ones, bring them in there, check it out, especially since it's air conditioned in there. So I don't know if it's new for this year at the festival, but I always notice that the food booths do open at different times, and it throws me off because I wanted to get the tuna poke bowl over at Nectar, which is by the land. It doesn't open till 11:30, so I went over there at 11 like a dummy, didn't look at the sign. Hey, it opens at 11:30. So I think I'm gonna actually try to get on Test Track Single Rider. So I'm heading to Test Track Single Ride on an empty stomach, and then we'll go get my tuna poke bowl over at Nectar by the land. Let's see how long we wait. So it's past 11:30 now. Test Track Single Rider took about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna head over to Nectar and grab the poke bowl. Should be well, not piping hot. It'll be ready. It's tuna, so not too hot. Can't wait to try it. And from the Nectar booth here, we have the Tuna Poke Bowl. In our video last month, we did not try this, and I regret it because I'm still salty about the calamari taco from Mexico. In the Tuna Poke Bowl, you have edamame, avocado mango, pickled red onions, seaweed salad, furaki, don't know how to say that, umami sauce, and all on a bed of sticky rice. Cannot wait to try this one. It gets good reviews. So I gotta say, it lives up to the hype. This one is very good. I actually feel like I'm eating healthy. Like most of the stuff I eat obviously is theme park food, but EPCOT does a good job at offering up some healthy options. And this edamame, fresh tuna, like it's raw, or you know, it's a little seared. Sorry, it is seared a little bit. Mango, got pickled onions, avocado on here. This is overall great, and it's only $8.79 to kind of get all this food, and it is a lot. So highly recommend this one if you're at the Garden Festival and you're living with the land going on Soarin. Grab yourself a poke bowl before June 1st though, because the festival ends. And that does it for my time here at EPCOT. Hey, Monroe. We're heading over to Magic Kingdom now to get on Thunder Mountain for the first time since it's been retracked. But overall, I had a good time. Went on Soarin' twice. Such a great one. The line today for the annual pass previews wasn't very long at all. So, and you can go on it as much as you want, which I didn't know. And the Poke Bowl is good. So time to head on over to Magic Kingdom next. Let's go. And we've made it to Magic Kingdom, and we are strolling right down Main Street, which is always fun. Not to be confused with my friend Kristen's blog, but it is fun to be right down Main Street, USA. And as always, seeing the castle is always amazing. It's actually got the new paint job. I think it's mostly done at this point. They kind of turned it into more grays, more blues. Got rid of the 50th overlay finally. No, and it'll take another 5 years. They're probably going to do something to it for the 60th, which of course is my prediction for when Piston Peak will open. I'm wearing a Cars shirt here, if you can see it. It's a full panel. There's lightning down there and friends. So I'm here to ride Thunder Mountain like I mentioned, and I can probably spy on a little Piston Peak construction and Villains Land, of course, which is behind it. Again, I'm guessing they will open those somewhere around the 60th anniversary of Magic Kingdom, which is 2031. So somewhere around there. More specifically, if I had to guess, I'd probably say 2030 and 2031 time frame, but we'll see. They're definitely making progress, as our friend BioReconstruct shows us. Anyways, nowhere I'd rather be than Magic Kingdom today. Says Big Thunder Mountain Road, a 40-minute wait. Here you get a little bit of a sneak peek of Piston Peak construction in 2026, May, specifically, depending on when you watch this. Again, my prediction for this to open is 2030, 2031 time frame for the 60th anniversary. That is not official. Maybe we'll get something at D23 over the summer when we're in Anaheim. But it did take them 5 years to build Cars Land out in California, and they started this last year, so it's about 2029 or 2030. But here's your little peek. Okay, I just got off my first ride at Thunder Mountain, not ever, but since the retrack. And wow, it's smooth. It's a lot smoother than Donkey Kong's Minecart Madness, which just opened like a year ago over at Epic Universe. But kind of missed the bumpiness of the mine train, but it's still really good attraction. They refreshed it a lot. As you can see here, me sliding, I don't slide around anymore. The seat's cushion, you just kind of stick there. Really smooth trains. Overall good though. The paint job on it looks great. The effects are back, which is great. Hopefully a lot of it came out. I kind of filmed myself on it. I kind of filmed the track. Kind of all over the place as you see here, but overall it's nice to have it back. And if you get in line in the daytime, you can kind of see some Piston Peak pre-construction going on, or well, it's not pre-construction, it is construction. A little bit of the Villains Land also back there, but yeah, happy to have Thunder Mountain back in the rotation. And what a great ride. Can't wait to try it at night. Honestly, I'll try it at night. It's going to be fun, definitely for sure. So hope you enjoyed that peek. Now, The rest of the agenda, I got to find something to eat. I don't know if I can find anything in Magic Kingdom I haven't eaten, but I do got to get over to Hollywood Studios by 5:50 to meet friends at Oga's Cantina. So let's go and get on our way. So I jumped in line for Jack Sparrow, and Emma always told me it'd be funny if I carry on like a made-up story every time I see him and continue it on. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk to him about the time I saw him at Coco Cay, and the cast member Brandon stole all of his rum. So I'm gonna see what I can get out of him, and I'm gonna continue that story anytime I get in line with him. So it'll be a little tribute to Emma since it was her idea. Let's see how good it is. Sometimes I'm good at improv, sometimes I'm not. But I'm currently in line for him. It's not too bad, so I figured I'd jump in line before I find something to eat.
You go off and commit some mischief. Like a newborn fawn.
I know.
Howdy.
Hello, son.
So you won't remember this, but the last time we talked was on an island called Coco Cay.
Oh, yeah, so cool.
And a gentleman named Brandon stole our rum. And I told you next time I saw you, you were going to find it. Did you find it yet? Did you chase Brandon down?
I chased Brendan over the 7 seas.
Oh, yeah?
Chased Brandon from island to island.
Okay.
I do believe Brandon ended up in Archipelagos, and I did not find myself worth it to follow him there.
Uh-oh.
You've heard of that place?
Yes?
You'll be very well aware of I do not wish to go there. So I think
right.
Brandon's probably doing quite well for himself lately.
I guess we're going to see how Brandon's doing next time I see you.
Alright. So continue to keep up with updates and all those such things.
I will, but we can't tell anybody about it, okay? Because we're still looking for the rum.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, thankfully I got me on private stash, and that shall remain as such.
Oh, we didn't know about that.
Well, know about what?
So we just had our little interaction with Jack and the saga of Brandon the Rum Stealer. I'll see how many stories I can get throughout the years as I film. Well, I'll just keep carrying it on, and we'll see if we ever find the rum, because that's what it's all about with Jack. All right, well, I'm making my way out to eat somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to eat, and then I got to get over to Hollywood Studios still and meet at Oga's. So I got about 2 hours to kill. We'll see what I get into. So I've made it over to Hollywood Studios and continue on a tradition that Emma and I always did, is you say hello to Gertie. So I continue to do that even after Emma's passing. Kind of like when you go to Disneyland, you say goodnight to Walt when you pass by the fire station on Main Street. So tradition will carry on, and maybe I'll put it in my videos every time I come see Gertie. Who knows? But yeah, so just kind of like one of those things that we always did, and I said, a little remembrance of her everywhere in the park. So, hi Gertie. All right, so inside Hollywood Studios, 2 agendas today. Meeting some friends that are gonna meet me at Oga's. So I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat at Oga's with my Inzalian friend here. Then we're gonna go over and ride Muppets, or Rock and Rollercoaster featuring the Muppets. So kind of the agenda here. For food, I actually went off property real quick and ate. And so got Portillo's. So it kind of felt like a hot dog, and Portillo's sounded better than any of the hot dog options on property. So I left a little bit. So that's what I ate for lunch. All right, heading back to Oga's. Kind of my first time actually coming over here to take a peek at the Sorcerer Hat, since it's made its way back to Hollywood Studios. It's kind of cool. Still got a construction wall up, but it'll be coming down, I think, in the summer, somewhat soon. But there it is. Pretty cool. I think it will light it up at night, but I don't think I'll be back here at night to see it. But I've seen videos of it. It looks pretty cool. Just got out of Oga's and we had the Fuzzy Tauntaun. As always, highly recommended. Just do not ever joke with them about getting extra fuzz, because they will deliver it to you at $1 extra, $1 credit, and an obnoxious amount of it, which you can put on your water if you want to have a little fun. So now I'm gonna go make a quick change and head off to Muppets for the first time. Give you some thoughts. I'm not filming on this one though, but I'll give you some thoughts when I get off of it, without any spoilers, I promise. All right, the moment of truth. I'm about to go on Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. I will not be filming on the ride because I was invited here and I'm not gonna spoil that. So I can't wait to go see Animal eat some drums, because that's what he does, right? Oh, it's beat drums. Sorry, it's beat drums. Let's get to it. And I just got off of Muppets, Rock and Roller Coaster featured in Muppets, and it is wonderful. I won't spoil any of it for you like I promised, and that also does it for today. I did a lot of firsts today. I got on Soarin Across America. I got on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Retract. And most importantly, I got on the Muppets. And it was amazing. Y'all gonna love it. Also reflected on Emma a lot today. Hope you all kind of enjoyed some of that storytelling that I did. Kind of, like I said, weave those in here. But with that, I guess that's it for today. I'm tired. It was a, wait, let's check. 20,000 step day. So, you know, just a quick day at the parks. I went to 3 parks. I've been Kevin from Disney Kinda Life. Thanks for coming on this adventure today, and I will see you in the parks.